I wasn't sure if I was going to say this or do this or not, but I know we're supposed to be happy and say good things, but there's one shot across the bow I want to make, because I think that's me. And I've quoted a few people up here over the years that I've been here, and I got to quote Abraham Lincoln, and Thomas Jefferson in his first inaugural address said there are three fundamental rights that are the core rights, the most important rights to a free and open democracy. And it's a free press, the right of habeas corpus, and a right to a trial by jury. Now, the right of habeas corpus and the right to a trial by jury, we talk about a lot up here. We don't talk about them in those terms necessarily, but often we're dealing directly with those rights. The right to have 12 of your peers judge you rather than a government and a single person judge you is fundamental to freedom. It's fundamental to our democracy. Those are essentially the things we've been talking about. The right to a free and open press, though, comes with the responsibility. And from my experience over the past year, that responsibility is not being lived up to. We used to talk about the politics of personal destruction. What's no longer what's going on is the publishing of personal destruction. And we owe it to ourselves to do better than that. We owe it to the rest of our society to do better than that. We need to keep our government as open as possible. But the press needs to understand that if they're not responsible with that information, that they're not going to have access to it anymore. And to those that write on the internet, on those things I believe they call blogs, just because you say it doesn't make it true. Just because you say it doesn't make it right. Hear, hear. I think there's a responsibility that those people owe to the rest of us as well, not to be irresponsible with the rights that they've been given. That felt good. And there's one person also that I would be remiss if I didn't thank, and that's Kara McMahon back in my office, who the staff that we work with up here is amazing. We may not see it because we're right with them all the time, but if you take a step back and look at what's accomplished up here every year, it's amazing what they do. Kara embodies the words loyalty and commitment to her job. And I thank her and I thank all the rest of the staff that works up here with us. Thank you very much. I'm going to say something in code now to somebody that none of y'all are going to understand, but poets and kings. There's something out there that poets write verse about and something out there that kings wage war about. And I've been lucky enough to experience that in my life. I hope you all do too. So poets and kings, everybody. Thank you. I was hoping I could go last so there wasn't somebody behind me so I could talk longer. But thank you. Thank you all for the resolution as well. Abraham Lincoln once said that it's not the years in your life that counts, the life in your years. And the last 10 years for me to be able to serve in this body have just provided me with ample opportunity to experience life on so many levels, in different ways. We're very lucky, all of us who serve and work in this chamber, because we get to experience something that very few others do. It has been a great experience for me, and I thank you all for that. I thank also those who have served in this chamber prior to me that are no longer here, and I believe they know who they are, that have been important to me and influenced my life and my experience here. There's no way to really adequately thank everybody, and I'll obviously miss some if I try. But Speaker Pro Tem DeBerry, thank you. Thank you for all the love and the leadership that you've shown and show in this body. You're amazing. Speaker Naphy, I could never say enough good things about you. We experience, I think, a lot of the same things. People have said a few nasty things about me over the past year, and I know you've had that experience being up here as well. And you've shown me the strength to get through that, the guidance to get through that. And I thank you for that, and I love you. Bernie Durham, I don't know what to say about you. I thought, you know, you make it so much fun to be on the floor, and you've been such a good friend to me. Thank you. Thank you for that friendship, and I hope it continues on. I want to thank my children, believe it or not. They're 8 and 6, but they don't know the contribution they made to my life by letting me serve up here. Someday I think they may. But I have sacrificed part of their childhood to be here, and they've sacrificed that, and I thank them for that. Someday they may understand what that means. I'm not sure, but I wanted to make sure that that was said as well.